Hi, I'm Lindsay from Lindsay's Dog Training. This is Ruby, the German Pinscher. We are going to be teaching her to leave it today. Leave it means leave whatever you are doing alone and look back at me. So it's very similar to an eye contact command, which I've covered in another video. Leave it is a no command. So if you tell them to leave it, they should know to not mess with whatever they're doing. You can use it if they're sniffing something, if they're about to pick something up, if they're barking at something, if they're just paying attention to something else. Pretty much anything that you would say no for, you would say leave it for. Now, the way to make leave it work is to start out with simple things that they can't really pick up or they're not really interested in. You don't want to try it with a chicken bone on the ground for the first time or off leash for the first time, because you need basic control. So you're going to tell them to leave it in a very firm voice so that they don't question your command, and then you're going to follow it with a noise so that they make eye contact with you, and then you hold your treat down so they come and get it. So we're going to let Ruby kind of wander off. Leave it. Good. You're going to mark when they make eye contact with you. So as soon as they look up from whatever they're doing and they make eye contact, that's when you say good, yes, good job, good girl, good boy, whatever. Leave it. Good. Make me look good, Ruby. Go ahead. Sometimes it's a good idea to practice this on a walk so that there's a lot of different smells around for them to pay attention to. Leave it. Good. I'm not having to use my noise, but you should remember not to repeat commands. If they don't do it, you follow it with whatever the follow through is. So for this one, it would be like, or some kind of a mouth noise of whatever your choice is. Anything. Just make a mouth noise so that they look in the direction of the noise. Leave it. Good. Drop it is something different. Now, she had the stick in her mouth, but she responded to leave it, and a lot of people get confused. Leave it. Good. A lot of people get confused on drop it and leave it, but it kind of works the same. Drop it is different from leave it. Leave it means leave it alone before you have it, but if you're late and they do have it in their mouth, a lot of times they will still spit it out. Drop it you can use for things they're allowed to have, like their toys or bones or whatever, just to practice with dropping things. But you can also use drop it for things they can't have as well, paper towels, socks, sticks, that kind of thing. Come on. Leave it. Good. Now, if they go after the same item, leave it. Good. Like, let's say this stick she loves and she keeps going back after it. If you say leave it the first time and she looks back at you and you give her a treat and she goes back after the item, it's no more leave it again. You do not give her another treat, but you do correct her and give her praise for leaving it alone. Leave it. Good girl. A lot of times dogs are pretty simple-minded. If you distract them off something, they lose interest. If it was something like a chicken bone, probably you're gonna have to use your correction and pull her away from it even. But don't keep saying leave it and giving a treat for the same item over and over again, or you're gonna set them up to just keep doing whatever you want them to stop doing. Come on. Come on. Come on, Rube. Leave it. Good. It's also very important to make sure that they actually look back at you. A lot of times I'll see dogs and the owner say leave it and the dog just keeps walking. That doesn't count as leaving it because they're not actually giving you their attention. So they're basically just kind of ignoring you. So do not let them just walk away from the item. They actually have to look up at you and make eye contact. Come on. Leave it. Good girl. Come on, Rube. Leave it. Good girl. Leave it. Good girl. These are easy things for her to leave because they're not really that interesting, but that's how you have to first start out with leave it. All right. Leave it. it, that's okay too. You have to do whatever you have to do to follow through and make sure that they listen, so they're not just ignoring you. Leave it. Good girl. Good job. Come on. Come on. You also want eye contact, so if you're holding your treat here, when they look at you, they're probably going to look at your treat and not your face, so I kind of try to keep my hand behind my back if I'm wanting them to make eye contact. Go ahead, Ruby, be bad. Come on. Leave it. Nope. Nope. Ah, good. No matter how long it takes to get what you want, you do not repeat. Come on. Come on. Nope. All right, Psycho. Leave it. Good girl. Ruby, sit. Good job. So, to go over everything again, leave it means leave it alone and look back at you. It's a no command that they basically respond better to, because no is just telling them not to do something. You're not rewarding them for not doing something. Leave it is something that they get rewarded for, so they're more likely to listen to. You do need to start on leash, because if you don't have them on leash, she would be all over this place, eating everything, not paying attention to me. So you always start out on leash if you're not in a controlled environment. Especially if you're around things that she can actually pick up, you do need to be able to move her away from the item if necessary. This is a command that is useful for any dog and in any situation. So if you have any questions, you can comment under the link of the video, and like and subscribe my channel, and be on the lookout for more videos coming soon. Thank you.